Look, welcome everybody. Most of you guys were here last night. I think everyone would agree we had a pretty good night on the hill there. The bar was open, we had a bit of a free tucker. Thank you all for travelling to Whyalla and giving us a go. And if this little deal comes off for us tomorrow, what we're hoping to do is set up a tri-series between Whyalla, Mildura at Easter, Whyalla here in October, and those guys probably somewhere in January once they get up and running. So full-blown event. And we're sort of looking to maybe, we've got 25 starters today in the blown field, and I was sort of really cranking to get 32. I know I was probably being a bit ahead of myself, but I believe this will be an Australian record for a country run 8-mile track to have this many cars at the track. So thank you guys
do not move forward until directed to by an official. Same with your burnout, don't start your burnout until directed to, please. Anybody on street tyres today? We don't want any burnouts past the start line on street tyres. Everybody else, I'm sure the donation of rubber will be welcome, but we don't want anything super stupid.
No, we do appreciate everyone's effort, and not just the guys that came from Sydney, but from Melbourne and from Adelaide and from wherever. So I think we'll give everyone a bit of a clap.
Tattooed everything. I take a walk outside and I'm surrounded by some kissing bed. Oh, I can feel the laughter.
You did the first big pass last night. How did it feel last night comparing today?
It was great last night, but today with the good air and the boys have put in all day and all morning, it's just killer. It's just going to be a great afternoon session and evening session. I'm glad that you've all stayed around and we'll try and knock some heads in for you. It'll be great.
Good on you, Johnny. Good luck. What are you going to dial in at?
I'll dial in 450 and try and run 454. I'll beat Benny Get that Ford mongrel.
Good on you, John. Ladies and gentlemen, John Brunner.
Yeah, I remember him from the Adelaide days back in the 70s and 80s and that. Yeah.
Mate, you've been around for what, 68 or something like 1968 when you started racing?
67.
67, so you've done a few passes, mate. You wouldn't have any idea how many you've done?
Probably thousands. I'd say thousands, yeah. We're having a lot of fun with our boys, it's good, so excellent, we'll be back.
Good on you, Benny, great to hear, mate. Thanks very much. Kukesti, or nicknamed Sandy Cat, arrived here yesterday, got here about 4:45, side of the track first up, and absolutely amazed at what's been transformed here from back where I was racing here in 69. I started here in a little XW Falcon, then came along with my present car, which was a 66 Mustang, completely customised. And anyway, basically we had a reunion last night. A heap of people turned up, some of the olds and whatever. A lot of the albums, photographs were available. I brought along a heap of my cutouts and sheets, time trials and some other interesting things that a lot of the members here and the older people way back were very interested in looking at. So yeah, that was great. Well, back in 69 it was just a general track. It did what it did. We had the cars of that time and era, and they did what they did. I did very well. I won most of the time, thank God. But then there was a time when they put down a brand new cement track, only 60 foot, and I was invited to try and test it out, and I believe I ran against an A dragster, and I had my car fairly well set up, so the bite was incredible. And now Mark and his team obviously have put this magnificent setup here, and it's as good as almost a quarter, if it was a quarter mile, it'd be absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Thank you. How's a little hot rod running, mate? You seem to be enjoying yourself in this very, very comfortable little car.
Yeah, it's just like a little Chesterfield seat here. It's very, very comfortable. But we'd like to come out and put a big show over the crowd, so big burnouts and let the wheels stand around again. Good.
Mate, you love driving the front into dragsters.
Yeah, it's tough as mate. I love the look of it. And yeah, good ride.
You're finding it hard to get this smile off your face. Is there something you can need to tell us, mate?
Yeah, I think I need another run.
Today with that little southerly happening, fantastic. So thanks guys, thanks for coming out. We're going to try and put a fair few of these shows on through the year for you. As we go, we'll improve the amenities, get some shade up and some more toilets and stuff happening to try and get the family together.
Now you have just been the Australian Supercharged Outlaw Champion. How good was that?
Amazing, absolutely incredible. Lifetime experience, really great. And this year a runner-up. Last year I was champ.
So runner-up this year, champ last year. What's happening next season, love?
I don't know. I'm too frightened to think. The 9 years I've been racing outlaws.
Good on you, Dwayne. Good luck, honey. Thanks very much.
Thanks.
thank you so much, guys, for supporting this club. You know, the whole lot of yous. It's been an absolute pleasure hosting you guys. There's been no issues with anybody. It's just been a real good weekend, and you know, we talk about the nitro funny cars coming over with the circus, and I don't mean that in a derogatory form, but it would be a great show to put on here. When these supercharged outlaw guys go down the track, every time they go down here, they put their arse on the line and they drive their cars. They drive them hard. See today, yesterday we had the issues with the dust on the track. There's no doubt about that, and the stinking heat. And there wasn't a whole lot we could do. We just the boys put up with it, and they went down and down. And I'm not saying that everyone else didn't. Everybody put up with it. We had some issues. Today, our track staff came through. The weather came through for us, and I think we put on one of the best 8-mile tracks that's ever been put up in Australia today. But I really sincerely thank everybody's support. For me to race a legend like Benny Gatt, I mean, to get him in a race and run, I thought, wow, you know. I race against a lot of these guys around Australia, and I always find they're very welcoming, they're helpful, and always competitive, and it's just good fun. It's great, and I hope to see us all back here. The runner-up today with a, geez, I'm going to have to remind him about that big red light, I think. But where's Johnny Ward? This guy would be very disappointed with that shitty red light, but I'm going to keep showing that shitty red light. But showed all the way over here.
Only complaint I got, still there.
We are a very vindictive bunch around here, so.
I'd just like to thank all the officials for the hard work, especially you. You've worked the hardest. My crew, my family anyway, those are the same people, my wife, my daughter, and a young bloke called Jake, who gives a hand. He had to go earlier. But yeah, it was a great weekend and try and come back.
Hopefully. It's a long way, isn't it, mate?
It is.
A long way.
Thank you.
It's such a long way from Sydney to Whyalla. It's really actually no further from Whyalla to Sydney. And winner of our supercharged outlaw event, compliments of Greg Brown's nice car, Mr. Gary Bush. Where is it then?
Look, thanks to the track, everyone who's helped behind the scenes, you know, it's a thankless job out there in the heat. Horrible day yesterday, but yeah, it's just been great. Put on a great show. Thanks, boys. And thanks to Brandon and
I want to thank our sponsors. So High Tech Oils for Lane 2 sponsorship, Max Cranes for Lane 1. All the guys have got on board with the supercharged shootout event. We had a good mate of mine, John Hall from Hall's Cranes, Chris Birch from Whyalla for Chris Birch Crane Hire. I'm going to forget someone here. Westlands Hotel, the Sundowner Hotel. Anyone got a t-shirt? Come here, princess.
Turn around.
Bring them out, boys. Turn around. This is pretty bad, isn't it, guys?
You want your glasses?
Outlaw Speed Shop, Fritos, Bobcat Chipper Fire, Bradford Engineering. Yeah, right. There's I'm old. Max Cranes, High Tech Oils, and Richard's Motors. I think I've got them all. I've got them all in on. The sponsors made this happen. Whyalla City Council jumped on board with us this time. Southern Cross TV really helped out. Magic FM jumped in and gave us an extra 200 ads, and the result was we actually had some people on the hill. You saw what our normal track championship was like. Yeah, it was really good. Marketing was good.